in the storm. Min looked proudly at the Mark 10 he had earned at school. He wanted to show Dad.
Mom, why has Dad not come home?
He asked. Min's dad was a fisherman. When the fishing boat went out, Dad and the other fishermen went with it. They were away from their homes in the sea village of Kanhoa for 1 to 2 months at a time. They fished in the East Sea among the Truong Sa Islands. Mom spoke gently to Min. Dad will come home soon. We have to be patient. Dad and the crew were fishing near Truong Sa Island. They caught a lot of fish, so they were all happy. It was almost time for the boat to return home.
Storm! And it's a big one!
Said Dad after receiving a warning call from the Vietnam Coast radio station system. The crew understood. This was a dangerous storm. They must quickly bring the boat to land. The sky was already growing dark as the men turned the boat toward one of the islands. Soon, the wind picked up and the air suddenly became very cool. The waves grew bigger and the boat began to roll from side to side. As the crew struggled to hold the boat on course, the storm grew even fiercer. The force of a single great wave snapped the boat's rudder. Now, with no way of steering the boat, the fate of the fishermen was left to the mercy of the wind and sea. Strong winds drove the boat through the darkness. The waves of the sea stood high and threw themselves over the bow. To the men, it seemed as though an angry sky and sea raged together against the little boat that provided their only shelter. Min's dad and the others worked frantically to bail the water from the boat to prevent it from sinking. But the sea poured in faster than the men could pour it back out. Suddenly, a fierce wave rose and crashed against the boat, causing a big crack on its starboard side. It was about to sink. Some of the fishermen hurried to climb up onto the cabin of the boat. Others jumped into the sea. The storm was so strong that even Min's dad, who was an experienced fisherman, could not save the boat. Everyone sadly watched the boat sink into the sea.
Oh, man. I promised him his own bicycle if he made a high mark at school. But perhaps I can't keep my promise,
thought Dad. After hours floating in the tempest-tossed sea, the men were hungry and thirsty. Some of them were injured, and most were exhausted from battling the waves. A rescue boat was their only hope. Time was running out. Suddenly, Dad thought he heard the sound of an engine. As the ship came into view, he could see the flag of Vietnam flying.
We're saved!
Dad cried to the others. The truong sa seamen had arrived. The fishermen's urgent cries for help were answered by the approach of a rescue ship. The ship was equipped with ropes and life preservers. The truong sa seamen pulled the fishermen, one by one, from the angry waves. They did not stop until every fisherman had been saved. It was late afternoon. News of the storm and rescue had reached Kanhoa and Min and his mom. Min and Mom waited excitedly at the dock for the Navy ship. Min watched eagerly as the ship approached. Suddenly, he spotted Dad on the deck of the ship, waving at him. It seems that Min had to wait forever for the ship to dock, but finally, Dad was off the ship. Min ran to Dad and threw his arms around him.
I'm so happy you're home, Dad,
he said.
Thanks to these brave seamen,
Laughed Dad, nodding toward the uniformed men also coming off the ship.
If it hadn't been for the Trung Sa seamen, I could not have come home.
Min stepped toward a seaman standing nearby and said,
thank you for saving my dad's life.
Smiling, the seaman replied,
You're welcome, little boy. It's our job to protect Vietnam's islands from bad people and to keep Vietnamese people safe.
I want to be a seaman too. I want to help keep Vietnam's people safe,
said Min. The seaman smiled and said,
Oh, little boy, I believe that one day you will become a brave, strong seaman.